thief daggers or SMGs. The reason I prefer SMGs is I feel more comfortable killing elites with SMGs than thief daggers. And I got a knight. Play number 37. Which one's number 37? Yeah, thief daggers don't kill elites very well until they're very strong. I think I would prefer to make SMGs work if I can. Which would I rather have? Well, I don't actually know. Maybe this one. You don't know, but maybe Gangster. I think Gangster would be 57 or something. 56 maybe. Steal a little frog, buy an SMG, don't have to roll. Actually, I do roll though, because I have enough for a... Fuck. For a tier 1 SMG, but not for a tier 2 one. Unlucky. 0.3 is the chance of an elite. Am I trying to pick potatoes in reverse difficulty order? At the moment I'm picking the ones I don't have a solidified strategy on yet, since they are the ones who are going to benefit the most from being played multiple times. Buy this roll and steal the best thing there? Let's do it. Okay. So what is wrong with my eyes? Am I high? What did I just get? What made my eyes look like that? Oh, is it head injury? Maybe it's head injury. So I actually like really wanted an elite on this wave, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure an elite on this wave just gives me a free crate. But this is the variance of the character, I suppose. Whistle. Buy that, buy that. Steal a coupon, awkward. Yeah, you can get a red item very, very early on this character. There's probably some sort of high roll thing that this character can do that nobody else can do that's, like, relevant for some reason. I don't know what it is, though. What is getting a red item on, like, wave 2 achieve for you? If you get, like, the best possible red item. I don't know. None of them seem that incredible. Stealing coupon is funny, yeah. It sure is. Wave 2 leaf probably wins. Well, yeah, there are lots of things that win, but like that isn't stronger than anything any other character can do or anything. There's a robot arm, right? That gives you melee damage and engineering. Still doesn't feel like that big a deal. Ooh, axolotl on wave 1? Hold on. Wait, I don't think you can get axolotl from a crate, though. Can you? Maybe you can. Wave 1 axolotl into... Don't know. You could trade your max HP with... Yeah, okay, it doesn't seem that good. Unlucky. I think -8 luck is pretty bad for me because I want the high rarity items in my shop so I can steal them. Really use some flat ranged damage. So far, this is just a very vanilla SMG run. I don't know. Weird character. Oh, very early anvil. Oh, that would be really cool. I would be down for an early anvil. It's certainly not like the strongest thing in the game or anything, but it would be very cool. Man. Not being able to lock any items is weird. It means that once you've stolen something, you kind of can't roll anymore. I really wanted to get a cool elite. Oh well. Who's next after this? I feel like I already won. Am I like right or not? I'm not sure. It's just like, I'm just playing an SMG run, right? How do you lose? Wait till I get 2 elites. I can handle 2 elites, surely. Rabbit, thanks for 28 months, appreciate it! Stealing things progressively more blatantly because I want to fight the cops. Can you blame me? Steal? Yes! Alright, elite fight. Why doesn't it take any damage? Okay, what? Huh. Oh, come on. Come on. Alright. So my thought is I need to take more damage than I was. Like, way more damage items. Which seems like an easy adjustment to make. I think I can just do that straight away. And that is a useful lesson to learn, I think. I greatly enjoyed my first ever Darkest Dungeon run, and have never enjoyed playing that game since. That's how I feel about Darkest Dungeon. Why never Elite? Fucking hate Darkest Dungeon too. What are Darkest Dungeon 2's reviews like? I want to see. I bet there are tons of people who absolutely love that game. I'm just gonna jump on Steam real quick. Darkest Dungeon 2. Very positive. Yeah. I don't know. They made a game for the people who like that thing, I guess. Darkest Dungeon 1 has a great first 5 hours, and you realize you gotta do it over and over again for 35 more. Well, also the DLC made the game longer every time, so actually more than 35 more hours. And as you got established, you got to a point where you could field... Actually, it wasn't just that you could field the same team over and over again. You were pretty heavily pushed toward fielding the same team over and over again because of, like, you would find a really broken item for one of your character types, and so you'd just always bring one of those character types. From then on, that game has some issues. Which one? I only get one of them, can't lock. I think this one. So weird how negative this community is on Darkest Dungeon 2. So I'm very sensitive to user experience in games. Like, honestly, more sensitive to that than to, like, the genre of the game. And Darkest Dungeon 2's user experience was just not good. And, yeah. A decent number of people who watch this channel also feel that way, I am guessing. Given that they seem to stick around and put up with me. But yeah, when they made me, like, drive a cart to the next place, I just, like, lost my mind. It's basically how it worked. I really would like an elite to show up, but I'd kind of prefer to just upgrade an SMG over taking alien eyes. No! I didn't have my wheel plugged in, I don't know if it would have worked. I remember there was like the narrative fight for the Man-at-Arms or whoever, where like we were just kind of watching the animations from the narrative happen and like nothing we were doing mattered at all and it was taking a really long time. So I opened Super Auto Pets so I could play a game while I waited for like that to happen. And then I think I just didn't stop playing Super Auto Pets. And I think that's how I stopped playing Darkest Dungeon too. Alright, I'm gonna go for 2 flat ranged because we are very invested in dealing damage here. HP regen's not really the right stat for me to sustain with, but that octopus is just really good early, so I'll take it anyway. Elites scale based off wave. Yeah, everything does. The narrative fights are really cool. Why? They are like the embodiment of this could have been an email. Oh. Okay, so like presumably now I either die to this elite or win the run. I wonder which one it is. Fuck, it's die to this elite. Oh my god. Ooh, that was kind of gnarly. Alright, cool. It's really cool when games use mechanics to communicate narrative. I am completely fine for you to like something that I don't like. I'm going to continue not liking it, though. Hey, Rabbit! Yeah, we kind of high-rolled a little bit. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to a point where this character feels, like, super comfortable and consistent, like 100% win rate every time. It's like there's a lot of variance. Feels like it's requiring me to learn how to do elite fights on like wave 7, which is just weird. Like my stats are completely different from usual. It is overall just like strictly better to like something than it is to not like something. So. Isn't 27 health and 0 armor my usual stats? Those aren't even my current stats. What are we even talking about? Okay, not getting an elite on the wave where I am starting with 1 HP is probably a good idea. This is a jam. JORBS endorses liking racism. I'm trying to decide if I do or not. I think racism is an example of not liking something, which feels at odds with what I just said. But also, I think finding a way to, like, be happy in your life despite the fact that racism exists is pretty powerful. Yes! Alright, bring it. Have I ever listened to the Beths? Maybe? I think the more concerning thing is that I just endorsed liking pineapple on pizza. That's weird. But, like, I do, so. Oh, the Beths! Yeah, I know them. Why? Why never elite fight? God, fuck. Every consumable gives me semi-permanent HP regen. What do you mean semi-permanent HP regen? What? Doesn't give me permanent HP regen in any way. It is a very funny way to say temporary. Alright, this is an elite wave. I am not opposed to fighting two elites at the same time. Damn. So unlucky. So fruit gives you HP when you pick it up. Which means that picking fruit up so that you will have HP regen doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That item is just kind of bad. So I pick a fruit up and I get 2 HP regen for the end of the wave, right? That is 1 HP per 5 seconds. If I get hit. I can always just leave the fruit on the ground and pick it up for 3 HP immediately whenever I take damage. Which is just, like, better. Where is nail? Do I want nail? Do I have a lot of engineering? Oh. Okay. I guess I want 4% lifesteal now? A bloody hand? I have done an incredibly poor job of finding high rarity items to steal. Thank you. The way to play this character is to get an early goldfish into Ricochet. Yeah, seems to be working. I think the big thing that I have decided about this character that I didn't previously, I mean, there's like stuff you can work out if you think, but I haven't really been doing that. Do I have a triangle of power? Oh, I do have a triangle of power. Fortunately, I have so much damage percent that it doesn't matter. Wait, do I have a triangle of power? Probably. Doesn't really matter. Sir Grum, thanks for the prime! Appreciate it. I have 98% flat damage, so it doesn't really matter. Which stat or ability do I think is most underrated by the community? I don't know. I don't know what the community is. This isn't even good here. Why did we want to nail? Why are you asking where nail is? It seems terrible. The answer is probably harvesting. Harvesting is pretty good. I cannot help but notice that they aren't dying very quickly. It is pretty cool to fight against more than one elite at the same time. I feel like this could be an item. I would be down for this to be an item. Gives you an extra elite fight on the next wave or something like that. Remember, community tier lists putting Thief Dagger in D tier. I think the big thing is just like, there isn't a... Okay. The last bounce isn't going to deal much damage, but I think I have enough damage percent that I can take that. I don't think there's like a consensus, I guess. On which things are good and bad. Harvesting is really good, though. Does pumpkin work on Ricochet? It does not, only on piercing. Did I have T on that wave? Oh, maybe. Very possible. So you're telling me I did a double elite wave with T? Is that what you're telling me? I'm making some choices. I thought it was the wave prior. Wild that there's a weapon that scales with harvesting. Sure is. You tried the early goldfish into stealing Ricochet build, but lost. Your Thief Daggers couldn't handle the elite. Yeah, I think you want to probably have ranged weapons to do that one. By Magic Fish, thank you very much for the 32 months. I appreciate it. Double triangle of power? I haven't fought this one for a really long time. I like this one. It doesn't like do anything. This part's fun though. Oh, I kind of miss the base game elites right now. You asked your buddy if his potato is a thief dagger potato or an SMG potato. He laughed, said he didn't know. He said he thinks laser gun is good. I played the potato. It was a thief dagger potato. Yeah. I guess if I reframe the question more usefully, what things do I think are strong in this game? Thief dagger, SMG, harvesting. I think that like all the items that give you damage are pretty good, but only the items which give you lots of sustain at once are good. So I don't think like an item that gives you 3 HP regen is very good, but I do think an item like this which gives you HP regen at the end of every wave is good. I got it a little bit late for it to be great. But I find that generally the way to sustain in this game is to find like 1 or 2 items which are really, really broken sustain items, rather than trying to build up your sustain off of lots of mediocre sustain items. Well, this is kind of wild. Oh, it's dead already. That's too bad. I was really enjoying that. Crit chance, I think, is often good in the second half of a run, but rarely good in the first half of a run. But people probably underestimate how often it's good to go into crit chance at some point in the run. Like, it isn't good at first, but then it becomes good later. Armor is really good. People probably underestimate how good armor is. Although also just not getting hit is pretty good. And you don't need armor quite as much if you just don't get hit. I'm sorry, did I just find Estee's couch and then find Estee's couch again? It's not really what I wanted. Fucking Estee. He knows what he did. I have a lot of explosion size right now. It is too bad that I don't have any explosions. Maybe a useful analog for this character is Demon, actually. Demon kind of feels like the closest thing to this character. In terms of like how I think about characters I already understand. You will get strong late game. You are also strong early game, but you have potential to get unlucky and die. That's kind of Demon adjacent. I do have spicy sauce, true. Consumables will sometimes explode. But I consider replaying Grease on stream. I think I've done that like 4 times or something. There's a new game out by that studio. If I play a game by them on stream anytime soon, it will be the new game. Not Grease again. Hey, Billabella. I don't think this is good. Man, I have a lot of red items. Alright, wisdom means I no longer have to worry about running out of damage percent. How many times did I pick that elite? Like 7 or something? To buff all enemy health, plus 100% for all waves to make the game more fun for longer. You can use sliders in the menu to do that if you want. I think that's probably what I would buff if I were going to buff something a little. I would probably increase enemy health. I feel like enemy damage is in an okay place. But enemy health is probably a little low. Just in terms of like game balance, like clearing every wave is basically correct for almost every character, which feels mostly fine, but is perhaps a little bit wrong. Making this as terrifying as possible for me. Alright, here we go. Am I able to select the order of my characters? Sure. Can't see this one's health bar. The health bar is in the same place as the damage numbers. It is poor game design. Alright, we worked out Gangster, kind of. First thought for Gangster. Prioritize stats which let you kill elites, i.e. damage. SMG starting weapon, it's probably like an A+. Fairly high variance, need to be able to fight early elites with so-so stats. In terms of stat prio, don't really care about HP regen much, or lifesteal, damage percent. Eventually, melee damage, no range damage, just dip, 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 Is luck good on this character? It's like a 1.5, maybe a 2. Strategy, steal expensive items to get stronger, faster than usual. Clutch elite fights. Oh, massive priority. On stats, which kill elites, I take damage over harvesting early, maybe. I'm gonna bump harvesting down to 4, given that observation. I think that's important. We link to this cell.